Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the BMW X5. Now if you're an avid viewer of the channel, you'll know we recently did a little bit of a walk and talk around the X5 and more specifically the 30D, the diesel engine X5. Well, today I'm going to follow that up with a drive in a 30D because like I said in that video, I think the diesel in this car still very much makes sense in 2025 for a number of reasons. So I'm going to jump inside the car, we're going to go for a little bit of a drive and just a bit of a talk at the same time about diesel engines, the X5 and why I still think it's relevant today. So a diesel in 2025 and more specifically the X5. Well, let's start on the X5 bit of that. I think the X5 is actually one of the very, very best all-rounders that you can buy. It is supreme at the everyday. And this 30D as well is a mild hybrid, so we've just come up to a set of traffic lights and it's cut the engine way before I've actually come to a stop, and it's done the last bit on just battery. Same as when we set off, it does the first little bit on battery and then the rest obviously on the internal combustion engine. Just a nice little addition that just popped into my head because I just did it. But let's talk X5, as I say. The interior of this car is absolutely sensational. The fit, finish and quality of everything in here is of the highest possible order. Everything you touch and feel is supple, soft leathers and carbon fibre. I mean, this car has got carbon fibre trim throughout and it's fantastic. It looks amazing. Then you've got the glorious ambient lighting with the X5 designation etched into it. This particular car also has the Sky Lounge panoramic sunroof as well, which is a fantastic optional one that I would absolutely recommend you to take every single time. But it just, the way that it rides on the road, we are, as you can probably see from the external shots, just going around a bit of a town slash city, and it doesn't feel too big. Obviously, this is a big car. That's the one thing that I think a lot of people will be, well, the X5 is a big car. It is. However, it does a superb job at disguising its size. Doing this, these roads are quite narrow, but it doesn't feel like you need to go through every gap wincing just because you might, I don't know, you don't know the width. But the X5, especially with this high imperious driving position, just does a great job at disguising that. And now we've stopped, let's just really quickly run through this interior. So we've got the latest version of BMW's operating system directly in front of me, running both wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. This particular car has got heads-up display, we've got massage seats, we've got carbon fibre trim as I've mentioned, we've got Harman Kardon sound system, we've got everything that you're ever going to need. This one's got surround view cameras as well, and it's everything you would need in a car. But for me, it's all about the driving experience, and the X5 is genuinely just one of the most comfortable cars that I've driven. The way the dampers just handle our awful roads in the UK is so mighty impressive. The steering is lovely, light and responsive at low speeds, and then when you start to pick up speed it becomes quicker and more responsive. It's spot on to drive this, and we need to talk about the X5 30D in general. So it starts at around £79,000 at time of filming in the UK. We've got, as I've mentioned, the 3-litre 6-cylinder diesel engine up front, which I'll touch on a little bit more in a moment, but I think it's an absolute masterpiece. We then have 0 to 62 dealt with in around 6.1 seconds, so don't get me wrong, it's not ballistic, but it's not exactly a slouch either. It is, I mean, I think it's pretty spot on. You've got all this space in here, this luxury, loads of space in the back as well. All the technology you're ever going to need. And I think it just, I mean, it's been quite a long time since I've driven an X5, I've got to be honest, and especially a diesel one, which is why I really wanted to get behind the wheel today and just remind myself of what this car is like. I think it is a fabulous all-rounder for a particular person. So that's what I'm going to come on to next. So I saw in my last video that I did on the 30D X5, people were like, well, why, if the diesel is so perfect, why are BMW UK getting rid of 3 Series diesel, 4 Series, etc, etc? And yes, of course they need to hit emissions regulations, but this car is for a particular person. So for example, I do around 2,000 to 3,000 miles a month. And now, yes, BMW have got a superb range of electric vehicles. And if you do the right sort of mileage and you can charge it at home, which I can't, they are perfect for you. But for me, a diesel just makes sense. So an X320d, or let's say one of these, is just utter perfection because of the sheer miles that you can get out of one of these. The claimed WLTP fuel consumption is around late 30s, but I've spoken to many people that run these cars and they're getting mid 40s, some of them even low 50s. And that means that you can do around 800 miles on a tank of fuel. 800 miles. That is 800 miles. I mean, that is wild. That's up to Scotland and back from where I live. But as I say, diesel I think works for if you're doing big, long journeys. And I do. And I also have to say, the way that a diesel drives, I love it. The way the torque delivery, of course they don't have loads and loads of horsepower, they just don't, but still 300 horsepower is still quite a lot. But they have just endless reserves of torque. So if I just plant the throttle now, it's just that wave of torque that we ride. It is, I keep banging on about it, but I think it's absolutely spot on. I think the X5 is a fabulous product as it is, but with the diesel engine in, I think it just suits this car perfectly. It suits the kind of driving that I think most people are going to do in an X5. And I know there's going to be people in the comments that are going, well, diesel is still really bad and this, that and the other, but these cars meet all the emissions regulations. They are so clean that I think they've just got a bad rep for, in my opinion, absolutely no reason at all. But yes, I think the X5, spot on, and I also think the diesel engine in this car really suits it. If you do make mega mileage, this I think is the perfect car for you. Now, if you want any more information on the new BMW X5 30D, or any BMW for that matter, please use the link in the description of this video to get in contact with your local Sytner BMW retailer. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel for plenty more content to come, and I will see you guys again very soon.